Hello, welcome to the July garden calendar, and if you hadn't guessed it, yes, this month we're going to talk about gardens. We're going to join the Wallers family and view their garden pond and some of the plants they've planted around their backyard in their landscape, and also we're going to visit the CVCC Alexander Campus Community Gardens and see what they're growing there. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, here we are at our July garden calendar. We're here at CVCC Alexander Campus, and we have our community garden project back here, and we have 5 raised beds with a lot of different vegetables, and the compensatory education class helps work on our garden. And we got Carrie Hopke here. Carrie, tell us what you do to help with our garden.
We pull weeds, and we water the garden, and we pick up all the vegetables, and we water the flowers.
You've done a great job, because I've noticed that when I've come out here, it's been plenty watered every time, and the things are being picked. So, and what do you do with the vegetables that you pick?
We tell people that they can come and take them for like donations and all that stuff.
Okay, so they're in like a basket at the front door. Students can take them home.
Yep.
Okay, very good. So thank you for the help with the gardens. Okay. Well, there's a lot of different tasks in the garden for the month of July. There's continual harvest, whether it's beans, squash, cucumbers, whatever. Our tomatoes continually need to be tied up on the stakes. They're growing rapidly, so we have to stay on them. As you can see in the garden, a lot of things are coming on. We've got little baby watermelons starting. Peppers are starting to grow on the pepper plants. A lot of the herbs are ready for harvest. Just things are in full growth here in the month of July. Now, in the month of July, here at the first of the month, you can still plant some of the shorter season garden vegetables. You can plant beans. You can plant squash, cucumbers. You might even get another set of corn in at the very first of the month. So, still things you can plant in the garden here in the month of July. So get out there and get busy. There's plenty to do in the garden this month. A few other tips in the garden are things like side dressing. As you're getting a lot of fruit set, you can side dress around your plants, not right up against the stem, but 4 or 5 inches out from your bean plants, corn, tomatoes, whatever. It's a good time to side dress, add a little extra fertilizer, especially the nitrogen that leaches through the soil. Also, if it turns dry, you're going to have to water. If you're not getting the rainfall. We've been getting the rainfall, which has been great, but if it does turn dry in the month of July, you'll need to come in and water, or your garden will dry up very quickly. Some other tips, like here on this basil, if you will pinch those blooms off, you will continue to get new leaf growth, which is you want those young tender leaves for use in cooking. So you can pinch those blooms off of your basil or other herbs or other plants. Likewise, in your flower beds, your perennials, cosmos, zinnias, different things, you can pinch or deadhead your flower heads, and that will encourage more flowering. So you'll enjoy more flowers in your landscape. Another just general tip for the month of July, just keep your lawn mowed 3 to 4 inches tall, and don't cut it real short to encourage your weed. That'll encourage weed growth. So keep your lawnmower height fairly high. So that's a few tips for the month of July. Also, want to mention the farmers market. About to forget that one. Alexander County Farmers Market will open Thursday, July 11th. It will be again in the Masonic Lodge parking lot behind People's Drug Store, Thursdays from 2 to 6. So come out and join us, get some local produce from our local growers. And if you have a lot of excess, come out and join us. It's just $3 for a spot. We'd love to have you selling at the Alexander County Farmers Market. But come get some fresh local produce, be the freshest produce in town. Well, I hope you're enjoying our July garden calendar. We're here at the Wallers family garden backyard garden pond, and we're here with Faith Waller. She's one of our active 4-H'ers, And this is her family pond. And Faith, how big is the pond?
It's about 3,000 gallons.
Okay, gotcha. And your mom and dad and you all worked on this, and how long did it take you to put this together?
I'd say it was last summer's project, but we continue tweaking it.
Okay, very good. Some of the plants that are here, we see back there we have some different water iris. There's a variegated, I think it's a blue flag, water iris. We have some yellow flag, water iris. This is a water canna. This is a miniature cattail. We have water lilies in the pond. We have water hyacinth. We have the black, I believe it's black taro, elephant ears. We also have some smaller water aquatic weeds, some elodea, and some parrot feather in there. So a lot of different aquatic plants, but and we have some just regular goldfish, some different sizes, and we'll see those in a minute. But you too could have a garden pond like this with a lot of effort and some creativity. So just see what you can do in enhancing your backyard. So with that, we're going to let Faith feed her pet goldfish. So go right ahead, Faith. Well, there are a lot of different plants in bloom in the month of July, still yet. Some of those, there's several beautiful plants around the backside of the Waller's Pond. So one is the flying butterfly here. Some of our coral bells have already bloomed, but we'll see some more that are still blooming in the back here. Some of our daylilies. This is the Asiatic stargazer lily. And you see creeping Jenny here. Some of the other plants that are here, we have a real pretty daylily there. We have hostas and irises. The iris has already bloomed. We have several sedums here, some columbines that are not in bloom at this moment. Behind us we have a hibiscus. It's actually a very beautiful red hibiscus that will be blooming a little later. I believe it's starting to get some flower heads up there, but that will be gorgeous in another few weeks. From this viewpoint, we have a few different plants. You see a beautiful cypress, kind of a lime green up there on top, another daylily. You see some Japanese maple. We have one here and one on the other side, a red one. Some different sedums you see in different ground covers, a calla lily. And then we have a volunteer ornamental gourd, which adds a little interesting aspect here on the back side. So some different things on this side. Okay, from this viewpoint, we have some different things. Siberian iris that's already bloomed. We have lantana here. In the back, we have quaking grass, which adds a little bit of sound effect. It rustles in the wind as it matures. We have a ornamental sweet potato vine thrown in for good looks. We have some beautiful, I guess, fuchsia verbena. We have some purple phlox and a vitek, a little bit of an unusual bush here, but a lot of different colors and very beautiful landscape here on the backside of the Waller's Garden Pond. So, well, here we are with Faith Waller. She is one of our 4-H'ers that's participated in the mini garden project. And how many years have you done that?
I've been doing this for about 7 years.
Okay, good deal. So what are some of the plants you've grown in your mini garden over the years?
Well, tomatoes are my favorite. They're just wonderful to grow. I've also grown a lot of peppers and, corn, green beans, bush beans, a lot of stuff.
Okay, very good. What are some things you've learned or something you like about the garden project?
Oh, I love all the fresh food. I mean, salads are fantastic during this time of year, especially with your own garden.
Good deal. What's one of the things you like the least about working in the garden?
Weeding.
Weeding.
Yeah, especially when it's by compost bin.
Okay. I think that's probably the unanimous answer we always get about the garden. Don't like the weeding. Weeds never give up. Well, one part about our mini garden project is we always give the kids a mystery seed, And this year's wasn't a difficult. It was radish. But what's something else you might remember was a mystery seed?
Well, we've had kohlrabi before, and that was cool.
Yeah, kohlrabi. We usually try to make it a little difficult, so the kids have to guess the mystery seed. And the first one to call the extension office gets a prize. So that's the way that works. But the extension office, we do take people's names to sign up for the mini garden project, and then they can come in and get their packets of various seeds. They all get the same packets of beans, corn, cucumber, squash, a little paper to get some tomato plants at one of the local greenhouses, and a few other things. So it's kind of they all have the same seeds to start out with. They can add to if they want to, but it's a neat, fun project. And then we have judges that come around and judge the mini gardens, and by age group we give prizes for that. So it's a fun project. Okay, thanks for joining us today, Faith.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed our July garden calendar. I hope you've enjoyed the Wallers family gardens, also the CVCC community gardens. And yes, we're recording in the rain. We hadn't had any of that this year yet, have we? Well, it continues to rain, which is a good thing for the gardens. But if you have questions, feel free to contact us. The extension service is located beside the health department and behind First Baptist Church. Also, you can look us up on our website, alexanderextension.com. Give us a call at 632-4451, or however way you want to find us, but we'll be glad to help you. Hope you have a great July.